Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is a collective reading, and this reading might resonate with many. It might resonate with just one of you, and that's okay, just as long as you only take what personally resonates with you. Information for personal readings are down below each video in the description box, okay? So let's go ahead and see what message wants to come out. Okay, we got the skull of light, the skull of illumination. At the bottom of the deck, we do have night song, hidden talents. Okay, so, I feel that right now is a time in your life where a lot of things are actually coming into your awareness. I feel that you're having an awakening of some sort, but you might have already went through a spiritual awakening, right? But this time, this awakening is not the way that you perceive the world or that you even perceive yourself. This awakening is an awakening of talents that you have within you. These are skills and memories and natural gifts, okay, from spirit that your soul has been holding, waiting for you to come and unlock them, to notice them, to bring them to the forefront and to use them. Okay, so I'm feeling this beautiful illumination, this rising of hidden talents, rising to the surface that you may not have even known that you had. Okay, with Night Song here, I feel these talents were hidden from you. And sometimes some of our skills, our talents, abilities can be hidden from us until we're ready to receive them or until Spirit knows that we can handle them, right? And I can tell you this is true for me personally, like with my abilities, with my psychic abilities. It's not that they were really hidden, they were always there, but it's just that after I went through like my spiritual awakening period, it really intensified, okay, to the point to where it felt like something new, something different. Okay, so I feel like for you, this could be a period that does get pretty intense, okay, because this is going to be new. It is going to feel different. And again, you might even feel at times that it's like you're getting to know a whole new you, because I feel like so many talents that you've acquired from past lifetimes are now rising to the surface, are now unlocking for you. But Spirit's saying don't worry, because you definitely can handle them. And they are coming to you at this time for a reason, okay? So let's get another card here. All right, that's way too many. Okay, so look at that. We have the King of Swords in reverse, Logic in reverse, and then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Wands, Energy. Okay. So with the King of Swords in reverse, I do feel that this is, by the way, feeling very disconnected from your thoughts. Okay, very disconnected from your thoughts, very distant. I think that right now you might be feeling very distant from the people around you, even if they are in very close proximity to you. It's like you feel very distant from them mentally, emotionally. Okay, with the King of Swords, I think that you really have had a tendency to be very harsh on yourself, to be very critical of yourself. You might have a tendency to actually put distance between you and other people because of this, because You judge yourself, criticize yourself so harshly that you're afraid of receiving that same criticism from others that you really love, that you really admire or care about in some way. So you really keep them at an arm's length. You keep them at a distance, even if they are in you could live with them, right? If they could be in extremely close proximity to you, but you still keep them at a distance either emotionally, mentally, because of that judgment, because of that criticism. And it's like, I feel like you're so harsh on yourself that when that same criticism should come from someone that you really care about, admire, love, I feel like it's crushing to you. And I feel like you've been through that before. Okay, so I think this is a wound for you. It's a scar for you that definitely needs addressed, that needs healed. And Spirit is saying the reason why these gifts have been so hidden from you in the past is because of how critical and harsh you were on yourself, how fearful you were of others being critical and harsh of you. So these gifts were hidden, these gifts were protected, okay, is what Spirit's telling me. And they were protected from the harsh criticism that you just believed that you would receive from them, because you believe that you'll receive harsh criticism over anything. Why do you believe this? That's the question. The reason why is because you have a strong inner voice, okay? That's this little voice inside of your head that is constantly criticizing you, that is constantly judging you, that is constantly telling you what you're doing wrong, what you could do better, what you're horrible at, how you look. You know, this little voice is judging every single thing that you do, everything that you are, what you look like. I mean, this little voice is harsh. And what Spirit is telling me right now is that there is not a single person on this earth that is going to be as rude, okay? I'm just going to say it, rude and harsh and cruel on you as that little voice inside of your head, okay? That little voice, okay? Think about that little voice. That little voice, you know what that is? That is your shadow side speaking to you. And guess what? This shadow side has been there for so long, like undetected is what I feel. This shadow side of you is there constantly, like just judging you, criticizing you. And it's, I don't know why, but Spirit's just like this little shadow side of you is just always running its mouth, okay? It's always talking smack about you, is what Spirit is telling me, in your own mind, in your own head, okay? And it needs confronted, all right? So think about this for a minute, right? Like if someone else said all of those horrible things to you, would you confront them? I think after some time, especially, okay, think about this. How long have you, this voice, how long has it been criticizing you? Probably so long you can't even remember the start of it, right? You probably can't even remember the start of it. So think about that. If somebody external, outside of you, was saying all these things to you or about you, like for that long, at some point, you would confront them, right? You would go up to them like, why are you saying these things? Why are you so harsh on me? Why are you such a critic, you know, over me and what I do, what I speak, my skills? Why are you such a critic over me? What's going on there, right? So it's facing that shadow part of yourself and saying, hey, let's talk. Let's see what's going on here. It is shining a light, right, on that part of you. Illumination, shining a light on the shadow side, okay? And guess what? Saying, hey, listen, shadow side, all those things you're saying is not true. I am beautiful because you are beautiful. I am intelligent because you are intelligent, okay? I am talented because you are talented. You are all of those things. And once you do this, your energy coming back, okay, within a week. Once you confront this little voice inside of your head, shine some light on it, okay? Shine some light on it. Say, hey, I see you, I know you, and what you're saying is not true, okay? Shine some light on it, and within a week, burst of new energy. Within a week, a burst of creativity, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. And look at this. Look at everyone around her. All right? Those are your spirit guides. Those are your angels, and they are around you. They are protecting you. They are trying to lift you up. They are trying to encourage you. Okay? They are trying to tell you, again, how special, how unique, how wonderful you really are at your soul, at your core. They want you to know that. They want you to feel that. They want you to stop criticizing yourself so harshly, and they want you to know that they have your back against that little voice, that you can silence it. Okay, you can silence it. You can stand up to it. You can face it. All right. So let's take a deeper look at this illumination card, okay? Let's take a deeper look at the illumination coming in for you. Oh, it flew across the desk. We have Page of Coins. Laying a foundation. So this is beginning to lay a solid foundation for yourself, and I feel like this foundation is more mental than it is anything else, because I feel like this little voice inside of your head has been causing you a lot of mental distractions. It's been causing anxiety. For some of you, you might even like actually have developed anxiety, or like a generalized anxiety, because of this critical voice, okay, that's constantly criticizing you. All right, so again, Spirit's saying you could face the shadow side of you. We have your back. And with the Page of Coins here, it's like you're learning. You're learning how to deal with that voice. You're learning what it is. You're learning that it is the shadow side of you, that you can face it, that you can shine light on it. Okay? And with the Page of Coins, you're learning all kinds of things about yourself as well. Uncovering so much information about yourself on such a deep level, and just peeling those layers away, layer after layer. Spirit's showing me a lot of layers, and you're just peeling them away, getting down to the core of it, which is your heart, your soul, your spirit. That's like the core of your essence, right? And then, so I feel that getting down to the core of who you are, getting rid of all of the doubt, all the, this voice, right? The criticizing, the distance, the cruelty that you have inflicted on yourself mentally, the anxiety really just melting away. Like as you go deeper under each layer, a level of anxiety is just going to melt away, right? It's going to start in your physical body. You're just going to feel more relaxed, okay? And then it's going to move underneath the physical body. And so then you're going to feel it in your emotions. Your heart's going to feel lighter. Your mood's going to feel lighter. You will feel it mentally, okay? That voice is finally going to stop. It's finally going to go away because you have faced it. So let's take a look at this. King of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Coins, reward for your labor. So the Nine of Coins really is speaking about security, feeling secure in yourself. So what Spirit is telling me is that this problem that you're having, this little voice, is connected to the shadow side of you that does not feel completely 100% secure in yourself. And that's why we have the Page of Coins. But you're learning how to be okay with yourself. You're learning how to be secure in yourself. Okay, that is what this process is about. All right, and so there's wisdom in that. And the wisdom is getting to know yourself on a deeper level, peeling back all of those layers, okay? And finally finding at the core of you, at the essence of who you are, your security, the security you've been looking for, the confidence you've been looking for, and then some extra gifts to go along with it, okay? So let's get another card. Oh, look, this card is so cute to me. I swear, I just love this card because it just looks so cute. Okay, we have a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. This is number 17. It really correlates with the star, okay, which talks about hope, healing, health, feeling good again, feeling secure in yourself. Okay, also I'm feeling singing. So I don't know if, definitely I think you have some talents connected to your voice. So it could be singing, it could just be the way that you speak, the way you communicate, the messages you bring. But whatever it is, it has to do with your voice, I feel, with these cards. So yeah, Spirit is saying it's time now that you start to take care of yourself, okay? All this time where you've been doubting yourself, bashing yourself, all that stuff, you actually have not been taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally. And so when we're not taking care of ourselves in those ways, we can become very tired, become very stressed, become sick, okay? Any of those things. So Spirit is asking you to just slow down, to take care of yourself this time by confronting that inner voice, okay? Confronting that inner voice. All right, and I do feel this is really kind of a transition period for you, right? And through this transition, just like the worm, it could be a caterpillar because I'm seeing butterfly wings and the green worm. I've never seen a green worm. I've only seen green caterpillars. I don't know about you guys, but this is not actually a worm. It's actually a caterpillar. So you're looking at yourself as a worm, but actually you're a beautiful caterpillar and you're getting ready to transform into a beautiful butterfly. But you have to take care of yourself through that transformation. Okay? The caterpillar spins a cocoon around itself to protect itself from the entirety of the outside world. Okay? It literally has no interaction with the outside world. It spins a cocoon around itself, so it has privacy. It has dignity while it's transforming, while it's changing. And it also disconnects itself entirely. Okay, so that nothing can harm it through its transition, through these changes that it's going through, because it's turning into a butterfly. Okay, and before the caterpillar turns into a butterfly, the caterpillar is hanging out with the worms. The caterpillar thinks that it's just a regular worm crawling around in the dirt. It has no idea that one day it's going to have beautiful wings and actually be mentioned as the most beautiful creature of the air, right? At least I think. Just like you, okay? You are telling yourself you're just a worm, but you're not. You're a caterpillar, and you're making your way to your cocoon. And when you come out the other side of that cocoon, that voice will be silenced. You'll know how beautiful you are, how splendid you are. You'll be confident. And you will have so many extra hidden gifts, just like the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar has a hidden gift of flying with wings. But even the caterpillar does not know this at first. It is hidden from the caterpillar. Just like your gifts were hidden from you, but you are about to grow your wings, just like the caterpillar does, and experience your new gifts, okay? So let's get another card. We have the wolf spirit family. It's a number 51, which is a 6. And then we have Spirit Guardian of Spring activation, and it's a number 36, which is a 9. So look at that. You are really going through an activation. And I really feel that you have, I'm seeing a lot of ancestor guides around you, or even like relatives who have passed over. Okay, family members, especially. This message might only be for a few of you, but what I'm getting is that one of you, at least one of you out there, has had a family member pass, and that I feel that it's like you weren't ready for this, which of course none of us are ever ready, right? It's always something that we're not ready for. And like this person actually gave you a lot of your confidence. This person allowed you to really feel like secure in yourself. And it's like I feel, yeah, like you just weren't ready to lose them. And it's like that could be where the voice came from after that. You started judging yourself after that. Okay, but you are going through an activation spiritually where your security is being activated, your creativity is being activated, okay? And all you have to do is face that shadow part of yourself, face your fear, face that voice, okay? So I'm also seeing that I honestly feel for you, this is like a reconnection with your soul family coming into your life. It's like your soul family has been activated to come into your life. But I feel like it's like you have to know. Okay, so let's give an example. So let's say the caterpillar is looking for his soul family, right? But like the soul family have to know who they are to find the caterpillar, right? So it's like spirit is asking you to know who you are, to be secure in yourself, to know that you are not a worm. You're a beautiful caterpillar that's going to one day have wings to fly. And your soul family, your true soul family, is coming into your life. And I feel like with these people, you this is actually like a lot of people that are going to make you feel very safe, very secure in yourself. All right. I'm also getting the message, yeah, that your family or your soul family has your back. Okay, so whether you see like your friends as family, or whether this is your actual family, or whether this is actually your soul family coming into your life. Okay, Spirit wants you to know you are deeply supported. You are so supported by the universe here, with family here, and you have a whole family, a whole team of spirit guides that are all around you. There's so many of them. I also feel like you have been very misunderstood in your life. Okay, so it's like you've been very misunderstood by others in your life, which has led you to kind of question yourself and misunderstand yourself even. Okay, and yeah, it's like you've developed this voice that criticizes yourself constantly, but just know support is all around you, even if you're not aware of it. Okay, Spirit's asking you to release the belief that you have to do this alone, because you don't. All right. I'm also getting the message, if any of you have had some rifts in your family, some conflict, and you want that to be resolved, Spirit wants me to tell you it's going to be resolved. Okay, it is going to be resolved. All right. But it might take a little bit of time. All right, so things heal with time, and Spirit's saying it's going to be resolved. Okay, so right now, what you really need to learn to do right now, or at least what I feel will help you, is just know how to be supported. Allow yourself to be supported right now by yourself, by the universe, by your friends, by your family. Sometimes I think that you really put people at a distance because you are so critical of yourself, but they don't understand that. And so it's like they feel that you don't allow them to be close to you, or you don't allow them to help you or support you or be there for you. So a lot of times I think that you miss out on some really beautiful connections because you don't want to let someone get too close to you, because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want them to sound like that voice in your mind, right? But Spirit's saying it's time to confront that voice. Okay, so let's get some advice on how to do this. How are we going to confront this voice, right? How are we going to do this? All right, so know your intuition. Your intuition is going to be your guide, and it is going to guide you accordingly to your highest good. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to really start to get to know your intuition, because that is where your answers are going to lie here. This is like the high priestess. Okay, so follow it. Right now is the time for you to follow it. Listen to your intuition over that voice in your mind. There's a battle going on within you, your intuition versus that shadow part, that shadow voice in your mind. And what I'm seeing here is know which voice is your intuition and which voice isn't. So I feel like sometimes you get that shadow voice, that critical voice, that judgmental voice, confused with your intuitive voice, with your intuition, right? So Spirit is asking you to get to know your intuition better. All right, because that's going to be your guidance. That is always going to lead you to your highest good right now for you. And that shadow voice, right, it lives in your mind. It lives there. It's not going to be the same as your intuition, but it can get tricky. So learn to tell the difference between the two. This is going to take a lot of observation, a lot of analyzing, okay, what's going on inside of you. All right. So when you hear that voice come up, right, and it says something critical, judgmental, whatever it is, just be like, whoa, 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 right? Like, what are you doing here? What are you talking about, right? Where did this thought even come from? Where did this thought come from? And try to trace that thought all the way back to where it originated from. Okay, and when you get to that point, forgive that point. Fill it with light. Okay, whatever it is, forgive it. Fill it with light. Let it go. All right, do this as many times as you need to do this. I'm also getting that for you. You can also call on your ancestors, family members to help you, okay, energetically, to help you with this. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you have become attached to this voice. You've become attached to it in a very excessive way. You have allowed this voice to rule you, okay? Because you have allowed it to cause you to shut down. You have allowed it to affect your relationships, create distance within you. You've allowed this voice to cause you to lose opportunities, to cause you to not believe in yourself. And Spirit wants you to know now, nothing good has ever come out of this voice. Nothing good has ever come out of listening to it, okay, and believing it. And Spirit wants you to recognize that right now, okay? Realize that nothing good has ever come out of it. It's not your intuition, okay? And start to begin to know the difference between the two, all right? So I can't just leave it hanging yet. I just got to get at least one more, so let's see what we get. How about an angel card? I feel like we need an angel card for you. Which I just put them back in the deck, but when they're needed, they're needed. So let's take a look. Okay. And look at that, it jumped out right away. Okay. So this is the Angel of Mercy. Please know that the universe is bestowing so much mercy upon you, but you have to allow it, okay? Allow that merciful illumination to come into your mind, to come into your spirit, okay? Be merciful on yourself, forgive yourself, and this is also ending estrangement, okay? Forgive yourself and ask the angels, the Angel of Mercy, Zadkiel, to help you to quiet this voice, to end your estrangements in your relationships, to help you align with solutions in your life instead of creating conflict mentally or whatever it is. Ask Archangel Zadkiel to bring you to a peaceful compromise and to help you to release any pain that you have really brought upon yourself from being unmerciful and unforgiving towards yourself. All right, so it says here on the card, I help you forgive past wrongs to help clear energetic blocks and transmute any negativity with the violet flame. So you can meditate on the violet flame to really, really help connect with Zadkiel and to help connect with this energy of divine mercy. Okay. So that's the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.